back to the show, buddy.
Thank you for having me.
I love having you here. Oh, happy Halloween, by the way.
Happy Halloween. I got celebratory.
Yeah, you got a little orange in there.
Orange happening.
What would you be doing if you weren't doing our show on Halloween?
I'd probably be home eating way too much sugar and watching a lot of horror movies, most likely by myself.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't go trick-or-treating?
No.
No.
Well, no.
You're done with it.
I've always. Well, the thing is that like I never got to have a year where it was like, oh, last year trick or treating, because like I've been working the past couple of years.
Yeah, that's right.
But like now I'm like 17, so I can't have like one last hoorah. Because like now I'm like technically next Halloween I'm gonna be an adult.
Yeah. It's just you don't want to.
I'm a senior.
Trick or treat anymore. I have a picture of you trick or treating.
Oh God.
First season of Stranger Things with Finn Wolfhard. Look at baby Gaten.
Ah.
Look at these kids.
Yeah.
Who were you? What were you guys?
I was a zombie hunter.
You were a zombie hunter?
Like it literally said on the packaging, it said like zombie hunter, like generic zombie hunter.
And
then Finn was like, hell yeah.
I'll be a zombie,
I'll be a zombie.
I gotta say, congrats, it's your senior year?
It's my senior year. It is. No.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at the graduate, look at that. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the headshot, buddy. That's the headshot.
I want to make that my headshot.
You have to. You have to.
do
this
that
has to be your headshot. How was high school going? How's your class?
I love it. I took a bunch of elective classes this year because there's no like requirements anymore. Pretty much, I'm a senior. Like the only requirements are gym and English.
What?
Yeah, I don't know why.
Right?
I don't. Yeah, it's like at least in my school district it is.
Wow.
Yeah. So no math, no science, no no math, science, no
what
history.
What electives? What did you take?
Video production. Yeah. So you make little movies in class, and it's fun. Like I'm actually a host on the morning announcements. Yeah.
No, do you really do that?
I do.
I do. I used to do that when I was in high school.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, now you look at that.
Yeah. So what do you do? What do you say? Just
all the news.
Good
it's
morning,
like,
everybody.
Good morning, pilot. Yeah, it's like I love it. It's so much fun. But
are you back to filming, or when does that start? They sent out a teaser.
They did.
And then, but it really is a teaser because I have no idea what it means.
I have no idea what any of it means.
You don't?
No, genuinely, I do.
You don't know anything.
I want to know.
Yeah. What do you want? What do you want to have?
I want Dustin to be completely out of the loop, and for him to be at like a field trip or like a family vacation at Disney World for like the whole season. And so all the bad stuff is happening.
Yeah.
Whatever it is, because it says it's not in Hawkins anymore, which is cool. But maybe that just means that Dustin's in Florida. And like every 20 minutes, it just cuts to him on like Space Mountain, and, like
just having a good time.
Just having a fun time. And then like he comes, like the like post credit, he comes back like whatever happens has happened, and I'm like, what did I miss?
Yeah. Season 3, which by the way, thank you for coming on our show to promote that. Season 3 is the most watched show on Netflix. Do you know that with 64
I can't believe
million people?
That's amazing.
64 million.
That's insane. Thank you.
That's awesome.
It's really, really exciting. Yeah,
and
very excited
I think the biggest takeaway from this season, there was a lot of good moments, but my favorite was you singing Neverending Story.
Sure.
I love that. Did you know that movie or that song?
I knew the movie. I didn't like know the song like by heart, but like I've obviously heard the song since I've seen the movie a lot.
Do you remember the lyrics?
Yeah, I remember the lyrics.
I mean, we have a microphone here. I mean, we have the best band in the whole wide world. I'm just saying.
I'm only doing it if you sing it with me, Jimmy, because I know that I think it'd be a good idea if we sang it together.
Really?
To sing it. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm so nervous. Oh my God. Yeah. All right. 1, 2, 3. Turn around. Sing it with me.
Look at what you see. I'm doing.
That's it, kid. You go.
Never ending story.
that might have been better than the original.
Yeah, totally. Can you believe we didn't plan that, guys? We really proved it. We really proved it. Yeah. Let's talk about your new show on Netflix.
Well,
this is Prank Encounters.
It is.
Now, are you a prankster in real life or no?
I am now.
Yeah.
Well, like, no, but like before the show, I guess like the most I would go with the pranks would just be like hiding behind the door and waiting for someone to walk by and just jump out and scare them.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'd accidentally do it to my cats. No, like I just like wouldn't pick like who I wanted to
But you
scare.
could- but you
And I would
couldn't
just
tell a
wait
show.
I would wait behind a door and just like wait for any footsteps. And like my cats would be running and I think somebody's running. I'm like, ah, my cat would like, yeah. I'm like,
So when you
and so now
didn't-
they hate me.
So when you didn't sell the show Cat Pranks, then what happened? That's your next, dude. You got to tell us a joke called Cat Pranks. But what is Prank Encounters?
Well, they came to me and they said they wanted to make one of these new shows. Like there was a couple. Like they haven't had one in a while that's been on the air.
Like a Punks
like,
type
like a
of thing?
punk or a scare tactics type thing.
Yeah.
And they said they wanted to do like a horror themed one, and like they had big ideas for like these really big pranks that like no one's ever tried to do before, and having two people involved at the same time. That was their big game, having two people join forces in a way, or like try and like see how they interact depending on the situation they've been put in. And they wanted a host, and like they came to me and they were like, "Do it." And I was like, "Cool."
That's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you're a charming guy.
Well, thank you.
I like you in
Thank you,
everything.
sir.
I like you in your commercials, whatever. If you do, I love seeing you. I want to see
Thank
more of
you.
you.
Oh, thanks,
Here's
buddy.
I want to show everyone a clip. Here's Gaten in Prank Encounters. Take a look at this.
Guys! Guys!
Let's run! Don't come close to the car!
I know what's happening! I know what's happening, okay? Who's that?
Move the car! Move the van!
You're fine. Trust me, you're fine. I can explain everything. You guys, you're on my new Netflix show, Prank Encounters.
Is this a kid from Stranger Things?
This is a prank.
Is that the guy from Stranger Things? Gaten Matarazzo, everybody! Prank Encounters is available now. We have a lot to get into, buddy.
Yeah.
You got a job,
did get a
during the pandemic, and not an acting job.
Not an acting job,
No, this is you got a job at a restaurant.
Yeah.
Explain this to me, and why did you do that? And
So, well, over the summer, during the pandemic, there were a couple of restaurants near where I live in New Jersey that were open because they all had outdoor seating.
Yeah.
And so both my siblings got a job at this place. A couple of my friends did. Some of my cousins. So everybody I've ever hanged out with, everybody I've ever known and met and talked to. And I was sitting on the couch one day, and my brother was like, "Going to work. I'll see you at like 11." I was like, "Okay." And he leaves, and I'm playing Mario Kart. And I'm still playing Mario Kart.
yeah.
And then after a while, I'm still playing Mario Kart. And so I got really good at it to the point which was just, I knew it was sad.
You're like, okay.
I'm like, wow, I'm good. I need to stop.
I gotta stop,
And so I was like, if they're all leaving and they're the only people I know, I might just follow them. I might just go with them. And so I did.
So you got a job at
Yeah.
this restaurant, and what did you do?
I was a food runner. I stood at the line, and then when orders were up, I just brought them to tables.
And did people freak out? And were like,
Sometimes, yeah. Which is pretty fun.
"It matter what's going on?"
Well,
And
I had like a disguise. I was like incognito, which was fun. I had like the restaurant shirt on. I had a hat that was for the restaurant. I got to tuck all my hair into it, and I had one of the sleeve masks, the one you pull over your whole face, and I just tucked that into the hat, so just my eyes. It was just my eyes, and people still recognize. I would go to tables and like drop food and be like, "There you go, enjoy." I wouldn't even let them hear my voice, and people would just look at me for a second, squint like that, and be like, "Are you Gaten Matarazzo?" Some 3-year-olds, like toddler people.
wait, three?
Yeah,
I'm so sorry.
that's the
3-year-olds
Yeah,
follow you?
they're like toddlers who love Stranger Things, who are just they think it's like thebomb.com.
But I mean, it's a little scary.
It's a little scary.
Yeah, for a 3-year-old.
Sometimes, like, it's like people who don't speak, like, most words will look at me and just be like, "Dustin." I'm
Like, wow, that's your first word.
like,
Dustin.
there it is. It's great. It's really cool.
'Cause I get scared. I'm way old. Let's talk about Stranger Things, because you were shooting season 4, then obviously COVID, you
Then
shut down.
obviously
Are you getting back? Are you back?
We're getting back.
But you told me that this season that you know of, that you've shot so far, you told me it was might be the scariest one.
Oh, yeah. That's the one thing that I've noticed. I was reading it, I'm like, they're going for it this year. That's pretty cool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right, good.
So I don't know if like the toddlers are gonna enjoy it as much.
Yeah, okay, all right. So, yeah. But maybe, maybe you release it in segments by the time they get to see it, they'd be 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah, I think it'd be great. At the rate we're going, they might be like 12.
Yeah, perfect. All right, good. I want to talk about this show on Netflix that you executive produced.
Please.
Prank Encounters.
Prank Encounters.
I remember a show growing up called Candid Camera. Ooh. And it was a fun show. It was family friendly. It was like an old woman would be sweeping, then you walk by and she like tap you on the butt and you're like, that happened. People would laugh and it's great.
It's great.
What you do
It's not like that.
No, it's scary and it's hilarious to watch people's reactions getting scared.
It is.
Do you get scared in a way that people might hit you or something?
Every time I get up and know we have a prank later that day. They take sometimes 2-3 hours to film the whole thing, so you're waiting there for a while, and then you go in for like a 2-minute reveal, which is like 30 seconds of that's cool, and 30 seconds of dude, please don't deck me in the head, because I'm so scared, because I think if I get punched, I don't really have a defense. I kind of deserve it at that point.
No, but
Well, if I'm scaring the actual crap out of like a bunch of people, which I've done a bunch on this show, if I were to go in there and just, I'd be like,
yeah, I saw that
Fair.
one coming. But I mean, what are people's most common reaction when because I've seen a few episodes and there's giant reactions.
Usually the reveal is great. It's big, it's lively, but throughout the prank, we condense them down to like 20-minute, half-hour episodes.
Yeah, that's
but in like a 3-hour prank, you get in the highlights pretty much because it's a lot of waiting around.
Wow.
Especially because we prank 2 people in one prank.
Yeah.
That's what we do. We get 2 people, we see how they interact with each other while the actors around them are as useless as possible to a really scary situation. We like to see if they step up and try to be leaders. And usually they do, which is really cool. And I think it says something. Yeah, usually if there's no other options, people will step up, and I think that's really cool.
That's right.
But for the majority of the time, it's like, they're like, if I don't move, they won't see me. You don't want that. You don't like
No, you want
that's
someone
not
to
fun.
move and
You want
do
somebody to
something.
move around, and you want somebody to interact. And so that's the biggest challenge for a lot of our actors, who are incredible improv actors.
They are
who work
good.
on this show.
Very funny. I want to show a clip. Here's Gaten Matarazzo in season 2 of Prank Encounters. Take a look at this.
We'll be fine. Okay. Mr. Timms? Mr. Timms? Mr. Timms? Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god.
Bennett! Hey, Bennett! Come back! Bennett! Oh, he's making a run for it. He's making a run for it. We have a runner. We have a runner.
Yeah.
Oh, you took off. It's fantastic.
It's amazing.
Gaten Matarazzo, everybody. Welcome back to the Tonight Show. I'm here with the one and only Tariq Trotter right now from the roof. We're about to play charades, but first, we're going to need some players here. So joining my team, you can see him in Season 4, Volume 2 of Stranger Things, streaming this Friday on Netflix. Please welcome Gaten Matarazzo!
How are you? Jack is really nice.
Joining Tariq's team, she stars in the giant summer movie Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and her book, Hattie Harmony, Worried Detective, is available everywhere books are sold. Please welcome Elizabeth Olsen! Hattie Harmony.
Hello again.
Yes, hi.
All right, so it's you and Elizabeth, me and Gaten. Okay, now look, we all know how to play charades. We're going to go 4 rounds, okay? 30 seconds on the clock per round. And then the 5th round is the showdown. Both teams give the same clue at the same time. Ooh, yeah. I will go first. Everyone can take their seats. I'll show you how it's done.
Okay.
Thank you. You're
ready, Parks?
amazing. Great.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks.
terrified.
Who's up first? You go first?
Yeah,
Okay, cool.
yeah.
Bad at games.
Okay,
Okay,
guys,
great.
what number should I choose?
Oh, I'm scared. Okay, we
Wow,
start.
one person just said 7. Perfect.
Someone
All right.
really wanted 7.
Okay. Yeah, I can do this. Ready?
I think so, yeah. It's a movie. It's one word. What?
What'd you say? What?
What in the world is this movie? Oh, no! I don't. Small. Small. Short. Tiny. Tiny. Small. Little. Ant? Is it an ant? Oh, man, what did I do?
Minions, yeah, it's like
Oh, word?
It's Minions.
Man. Oh, word.
How long was that timer? How long was that timer? It felt like there was 80 seconds on the clock.
It was not 30
Jimmy, I'm
seconds.
sorry.
Longer than 30 seconds.
Jimmy, I'm
it was like, it was
sorry.
a timer. I was like, what did you say first? Once?
I said what? I didn't know what you. What?
You said what?
Yeah.
You can't say what in
I can't?
charades.
Am I not allowed to
What
say
is the thing you don't say? What? That's all right.
I'm so sorry.
Breathe.
We'll make a comeback.
We'll make a comeback.
We'll
make
get
a
there.
comeback. Elizabeth, you're up.
Okay.
We'll get there, Jimmy.
Okay.
We're gonna make a comeback.
Ed in the game. Let's go.
Do you have a preference?
Ask the order. Three. Yep.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
Okay.
4 seconds.
It's gonna be easier than Minions.
I'm going to start.
Yep. It's a song. 4 words. Run over the hill, over the mountain, climb over the mountain, climb up, run up the hill, running up the hill.
We got it.
Boom.
It's understandable.
Why couldn't have I got that?
It's understandable.
Why couldn't I get that for game? I got Minions.
I would have had it in 4.
Who said 7? Who said 7? You're in trouble. Whoever said 7.
Who said 7?
I know. I remember the voice. I was hearing you on the street one day. You walk by and you're like, "Man, I got $7." I go, 7? Who said that?
There
Okay,
was
Gabe.
such passion behind 7.
Yeah, I know.
too.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Okay.
7's already taken care of. So
Alrighty.
let's get this one.
Alrighty.
Good job. Good job.
Okay. You know, I'm not listening to any of you. I'm going.
There we go. Come on. Whoa!
Yeah.
They liked it. They liked it.
Oh, great. Okay.
I think we got this, buddy. Come on.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I'm going now.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
That's a TV.
It is a TV show. Now I spoke.
TV. It's a movie. No, it's a TV. Yeah. Wonder Years. Oh, what? 9 words? Are you joking me?
No.
No good, horrible. Yeah, 3 words. You're doing numbers? 90? Did I have a stroke and die? What 90 sleeps? 60
No.
minutes? 60
It
minutes?
was 90 Day Fiance. Oh my God. I was getting there. I was getting there.
You only had 30 seconds to get there.
You didn't. You realize you don't have 90 days.
That's a good one.
Tariq, you get the clues here, and Tariq, if you lose this, you lose
I think
points.
we can make a comeback.
No, we can do it. We have the
We
final
lose
round.
points.
Where we
once
going?
we lose.
We're the final
I got
round.
there, buddy.
We're the final round.
This is good. We got the final round.
Okay.
He's confident.
Television show. 2 words. Breaking Bad. The Wiggles, the Swiggles, the Swig. Oh shoot, the Smurfs. The. Oh my God. The squirters. This guns. Oh my God. I'm so
I don't know
sorry.
what it is. It's-
Squid Games.
Yes!
Oh my gosh, you got that!
I don't know
Squid
how.
Game.
I
I
just
didn't-
with an SQ. Come on, literally,
I
you got it.
When you said the squirfs, I was like, That's a new thing, the squirfs. Okay, wow, you guys are good.
This is really stressing me
This
out.
is the show. No, this is fun game.
all right.
This is the showdown round.
All right.
All right, Elizabeth and Gaten, you will give clues, okay?
No.
Okay.
Tariq and I will guess. We got
Okay,
this.
all right, we got-
Tariq and I will guess,
All
okay?
right, all right.
You already got the hard ones out of the way.
Okay.
Minions,
Minions and
90 Day Fiancé.
What?
Yeah, of course, yeah. No, your clues were good. That was good.
Okay.
Yeah, sleeping.
I was going
That all
into
makes
day.
sense. All makes sense, yeah. You actually even said, you spelled out 90 and I still didn't get it. All right, you guys both give the same clues at the same time. Whichever team guesses first wins 10,000 points in the whole game.
Okay. Perfect. So this is all I need. This is all we need.
You got this, Elizabeth.
You guys together? Do we have to pick one of these?
Yeah, you guys, you pick the same number.
Why am I so nervous?
11. I get
I'm
it.
seeing a lot of 10. I'm seeing a lot of 10. Okay, perfect. Great.
I'm not here we go. Come on.
Okay,
Okay. Mm-hmm. All right.
got it.
Okay.
Wait, they both got, hold on a second. I don't know if I'm ready. Are you
All right, ready?
Okay.
Ready, ready,
Yes, I'm ready. And
It's weird.
go.
TV show.
TV.
Naked
Naked and Afraid. Mata to Elizabeth Olsen, Gaten Matarazzo, Tariq Trotter.
Still lost.
We're talking to Elizabeth after the break. Stick around, everybody. Oh! The charades champion.
Right?
Yes!
I can't.
We are the
did it.
champs.
Not deserved.
No, not at all. No, not at all. But by the way, you kept
Anyway.
saying, hey, we're going to come back. We're going to come back. And what did we do?
Exactly.
We came back.
Like the
Unbelievable.
Rangers.
Yeah, I want to talk about this. Dear Evan Hansen.
Yeah.
You're coming back to Broadway.
I am.
Are you,
Thank you very much.
is it like riding a bike? Do you go, oh, I know how to do this, Broadway?
A little bit. It's more so if that's riding a bike, this is kind of like getting on a motorcycle.
Oh, it is?
Yeah, a little bit. Just
Yeah.
because I haven't run on a show long term consistently since I was 12. And that was before my voice changed. I was only doing 4 shows a week then. Now I'm doing 8.
I can just imagine it's just so straining on your voice. Did you?
Especially, yeah, this show is not kind to most of the performers in it. And I'm playing Jared. I'm very, very excited. And
Wow.
his track is
when
really
does it
great.
begin? When are you?
I open July 19th.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's soon.
It is soon.
The whole cast of Stranger Things can all sing.
A good portion, yeah.
It's a good,
Some of them
talented
much
cast.
better than I can. Yeah.
You remember, I think season 1, do you remember that you were doing this thing that all the rest of the cast were getting annoyed by? You kept singing, oh my God. Do you remember this? We had
Oh my God! Yeah, that
yeah,
one.
you kept saying, oh my God.
Yeah, that
And everyone's like, will you stop
And everyone's
saying
like-
that? But that was your catchphrase at the time.
At the time, yeah.
Oh my
I wanted
God.
something that like they'd hear just in the distance, and they'd be like, "Oh, there he is." And,
Yeah.
Yep.
Can you do it one more time?
Oh my God! I was better at it when I was like 14. I was better.
No, it's so good. That should be, someone should sample that and put it in a song.
Well, it's better when the roots can
Yeah.
like accompany you with it.
Can you
yeah.
give a little bit of the...
Great. Yeah, it's great. Oh my God! Yeah, of course, it's perfect.
Oh my God.
That's all we need. Yeah.
In the show, I guess I got to see Never Ending Story, of course.
Yeah.
We got to that. Running up that hill, by the way, how about that?
Right?
That's taken a life of its own.
I know, it's great for me
Yeah.
because it's replaced Neverending Story.
Oh, that
It's
was your...
awesome.
Oh, because that was your thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
I
that
think
was.
We've done
yeah,
stuff with you on the show.
I
We're like,
haven't.
do you mind
exactly.
doing that? But now it's on Sadie's.
Now it's
on
sucks for
Sadie's.
Sadie. Yeah, but I'm in the clear for a bit. It's awesome.
Did you like hearing it? Like, do you like when you doing it on the show?
I love doing it on the show.
Yeah.
Gabby, who plays Susie, is just awesome and incredible, and she's a Broadway kid as well.
Really?
Yeah, she's in Fun Home for like. I just saw her like 3 or 4 years she ran in that show, which is a really long time, especially for a kid actor. Yeah, she's great. And when she came on set, we like heard it like 10 minutes before we shot, and then we like got like a harmony track set up and all that jazz. Yeah,
It was the greatest.
it was fun.
When Sadie was on the show, I was talking about Vecna.
Yeah.
Who's a new character.
Yeah.
Who's like kind of taken off
show.
a little bit. Yeah, that show, Stranger Things. Yeah. Here's Vecna, and she
There's
said
Vecna.
she had a very.
There he is.
I think, was he frightening on the set? And she goes, actually, no, because My first time I met Vecna, he was eating a sandwich. Kind of takes all the frightening thing. I was eating a hoagie, chomping on a hoagie.
It reminds. I saw him once during filming of Volume 1. I saw him at one time, and we were doing I was in costume and we were doing 3D scans. You have to go into a room and they take a bunch of pictures all around because there's a lot of animation in the show, especially this year.
Oh yeah,
and
great.
so it's kind of a little line of the cast in costume. They went whenever they had free time during filming, and I saw
Vecna?
Yeah, I saw Vecna sitting there, and I was like, "Hi, it's great to see you." I hadn't seen him since the table read, and he was just like, "Yeah, how are you? It's good to see you." In a lawn chair, feet up, and whole half done up in Vecna gear. It is unsettling and just
But from the waist,
bonkers.
from the waist down, wearing sweatpants.
Yeah, pretty much. I think if I remember correctly, I was kind of drawn towards his messed up face, but yeah, I think I remember.
He was just talking to you like he's not Vecna.
Yeah, it was like, "How are you?" He's like, "It's good to see you." He looked exhausted.
That reminds me. We did a bit. The Roots and I did a Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, and we're on the float. We're on a bus. They put all the people that are going to be on the floats on a bus before you go on the float. And so it was me and the Roots and Ronald McDonald. And it's just great. The guy was so nice. But he's dressed like Ronald McDonald.
But he's Ronald McDonald.
Yeah, and he's having a normal conversation, drinking a coffee.
That's perfect.
Yeah, the subway was crazy. And I go, I can't have you're Ronald McDonald. No, no, I just had to tell him, you got to stop because you're dressed like Ronald McDonald.
I wouldn't have been able to
Had a full-on hour-and-a-half conversation with Ronald McDonald. And we were all freaking out. We're like, oh my gosh. And then James...
Of course you got you're doing the parade. That's pretty nerve-wracking, right?
Yeah, we were nervous about that. But then we were all kind of just freaking out that Ronald McDonald was on the thing. And we're like, and James was about to come on the bus. And we're like, oh, James is going to freak out that we're talking to Ronald McDonald. And James came on the bus. Do you remember what he said, Quest?
Yeah, he was like, what's up, Ron?
He said, what's up, Ron? Like he's one of our friends. He's like, we're sitting talking to Ronald McDonald. James goes, what's up, Jay? How you doing? He goes, what's up, Ron? Like him and Ronald McDonald hang out or something.
What are the daily issues of Ronald McDonald? What are the
putting curlers in the wig? Yeah.
Yeah.
He's got kind of a curled hairstyle.
Yeah.
He's got big shoes.
Beautifully coiffed.
He's got a coiffed Ronald McDonald.
Great.
He's got the yellow jodhpurs.
It's a lot. Shoes are a bit big.
Shoes are giantly big. He's dressed like a clown.
Sure.
He's a pretty famous clown.
Yeah,
I mean,
one of them.
He has to take a car to wherever he's going. He can't take public transportation.
No, sure. That's not. Yeah.
You can't see
I've
Ronald
never
McDonald.
thought about the struggles of being Ronald McDonald, though. I gotta say.
There's got to be a documentary there somewhere. What goes on? And it's like Vecna.
Correct. Yeah,
it's like Vecna.
great.
You can't watch. The poor guy can't even eat a sandwich.
He can't go anywhere. He can't eat a
He
sandwich.
can't be on his cell phone checking his voicemail.
No.
Can't go to Starbucks. He's like, I'm Vecna.
No, I got nothing to do.
Yeah, you got big things to do. Yeah. Season 4, Volume 2 comes out this Friday.
Yeah.
I know you've done it. You've done a great job not giving any spoilers away, and I'm not going to get you in trouble.
Well, thank you.
I just want to. This is your wardrobe.
That's great. That's fun.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm assuming that there's a big finale.
Yeah, as you can see.
Yes. There's also here's you.
There's a picture right.
Screaming.
I look so cute in that picture.
You look so cute here. Yeah. Oh my God. This should be the poster for it. But
that's the new Instagram bio picture.
When you're doing this, you go, okay. Oh my gosh. They go, oh, there's 2 new episodes coming out. And you go,
yeah.
Yeah. I go, oh, 2. That's it. And you go,
No.
Every episode's the first episode's 2 hours.
The first episode's so 8th episode is think probably an hour and a half, but episode 9. Getting close to 2.5 hours. It's a movie.
That is a movie right there.
It's a movie, yeah.
Coming out.
I know.
You did movies.
Great,
They're all got it beautifully done.
They're basically it's 9 movies, practically.
Yeah.
All of them are close to an hour and a half. All of them over an hour.
They're so good, and it's all starting to pay off, and everything works, and it's really cool.
Yeah, you learn a lot.
You learn a lot, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's scary, and it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to show everyone a clip. Here's Gaten Matarazzo in season 4 of Stranger Things. Take a look at this.
Hey, Steve. Did you guys see this? How many phones do you have? Someone was murdered. How many phones do you have?
2. Why?
Technically 3 if you got keys in the back. Yeah, 3 works.
What are you doing?
Whoa! What are you? My pocket! No, not my tape! Dude! What are you doing, man?
Setting up base of operations here.
Base of operations?
Stop, get off of that.
I need it.
Need it for what?
Looking up Eddie's friends' phone numbers.
Oh, Eddie. Your new best friend, Eddie, you think is cooler than me because he plays your nerdy game?
Yes. I never said that.
Seriously, guys, maybe on a Monday you can play around in here like toddlers, but it's Saturday. It's our busiest day.
All right, look, Robin, I totally empathize, but this cannot wait until Monday.
What, because calling all of Eddie's friends is an emergency? Correct.
Do you want me to strangle him, or do you want to do that?
We could take turns.
Yeah, it's fun. Gaten Matarazzo, everybody. Season 4, Volume 2 of Stranger Things is on Netflix this Friday. And you can see Gaten and Dear Evan Hansen on Broadway starting July 19th.
I'm looking for a friend.
Come on, buddy.
I have a friend here today who's in the live taping.
You have a friend here.
At the taping, and I didn't, I think it was just by coincidence.
Oh, really?
Stand up and wave right now.
Oh,
Yeah.
is that?
Hey, buddy, I miss you.
Hi.
Yay. We did Dear Evan Hansen together.
Oh,
and I
my
haven't
God.
seen
Not
him.
too shabby. Hey, welcome to the show.
That's Mateo Lascano. He was
Welcome.
one of our brilliant Evans, and he's
That's
a
it.
stunning performer.
That's
and
the
awesome
thing,
friend.
but here's one of the things that I love about you, because I know you're acting. We all know you from Stranger Things, and you're great on the show, and a good actor, and you're funny.
Thanks, buddy.
You can sing, buddy. You can
Ah,
really. You're a
thank
Broadway.
you.
You're a Broadway trained actor, and you can sing. I mean, you're phenomenal.
Thank you.
I mean, it is insane.
That's very nice.
It always blows me away. I
Thank
love it.
you.
You're very,
Thank
very
you so
talented.
much. Thank you.
We have to talk about Stranger Things. I think
Please.
last time we were on the show, second part was about to come out.
That's right.
Couldn't
Last
say
year.
anything, and then you and our buddy Joseph Quinn
And
just
Quinn,
kind of won the internet there, and. Well, what do you like about like when people come up to you and talk about Stranger Things? Do you just go, oh yeah, it's cool, or do you?
Of course, it's cool. I think it's interesting to constantly just be reminded how much people have resonated with it. I mean, it's something that's so important to all of us, and has just been essential to like the growth that I had over all of my teenage years into my 20s, and it's like it's the defining aspect of the past 10 years of my life, practically the past decade.
So
and
when
it's just
people get
insane.
moved, you go, yeah, I'm also moved too, because it's part of my life.
Exactly.
I
And so
appreciate
the fact
that
that
you.
at least something I've been a part of can do that for people. It's kind of still sinking in, I think.
Yeah, well,
And,
this is
it's
the
wonderful.
they're wrapping it up.
One more. Yeah.
One more. Like it's got to be bittersweet.
Of course it is. You know, I mean, there's kind of like there's an excitement there because you always want to wrap it up and you want to see how these characters are going to finally develop one last time and how they're going to finish their journeys. But also, it's just there's like a deep fear that's been like, not only has it been amazing, but it's been like pretty great job security.
Exactly. You're like, now
It's
what
like,
am I gonna do? No, yeah.
Back to freelance.
I'm gonna ball my brains out.
Me too.
I'll be so sad. But what are your hopes for Dustin? What happens?
I don't know. I think it's in the best hands it can be. Matt and Ross know these characters better than I think we might. And it's really interesting because they trust us all very much to make our own decisions and go about the scenes the way we've always instinctually wanted to. And I've never really given myself an opportunity to think of what they might want to do. And now's the best time to start. You know what I mean? Just really thinking about what can happen. I'd love to see a good launch pad for growth, and I'd love to see these characters thrive and move on from the trauma they've endured over the past.
You think? Yeah, just a little, yeah.
Quite a
Gosh,
wild
those
ride.
Duffer Brothers, yeah, they know what they're doing.
Yeah,
man.
they ain't shabby.
Yeah, they're not too shabby. No, they're not too shabby.
That's for sure.
Can I talk about something too? Also,
Sure.
we've mentioned a couple times on our show, but you work closely with an organization called CCD Smiles.
Thank you so much for the plug.
No, but you do so much for that organization. And I just want to say that's cool that you do.
Thank
that.
you.
I noticed that. Even when you're not on our show, you
Well,
do
thank
that.
you. Yeah, I love it.
Can you maybe explain what that is?
Sure.
If anyone doesn't know what it is.
Yeah, I think I talked about it on the show before. CCD
Yep.
Smiles. It's CCD is short for cleidocranial dysplasia. It's a condition I have myself, as well as many other wonderful people who I've gotten to meet. And my main goal, of course, we're there to raise money so people can get the treatments they need, which can range from dental surgeries and implants and things like that, and can also, there's a whole array of things that we're just figuring out that are associated with CCD. That's my biggest goal, is to let this organization be a beacon for people and for medical professionals, so people can learn from those who are experiencing it.
Start the conversation.
Exactly, that's what's great. So you can't expect medical professionals and doctors to know all the answers. So it's really quite a cool feeling when you can teach somebody who's an expert in so many fields and help them learn and help them treat patients better based on the experiences you've had. And that's what's really cool. You get, like, my family has a bakery, and we're doing this thing where on ccdsmiles.org and on our bakery's website, Joe's Bake Shop, you can buy like cookies, and a lot of the proceeds will go to CCD Smiles.
There you go. So check that out, please.
If you like food,
If you like, we would love food. I've had them before.
food's a great
They're
way to
delicious.
brand people. Yes, indeed. I
I've had
brought them last time.
I know, I love it. Yeah. Let's talk about Sweeney Todd.
Yeah, sure.
People are excited about this, buddy.
Me too.
It's a big deal.
It is. It's
Back
cool.
on Broadway, and you've been doing Broadway most of your life.
Yeah. Since I
found
was 9 years old.
9.
Yeah.
I found a photo of you signing autographs.
No.
This is backstage at Broadway.
This is, yeah.
Look at this little guy.
Palace Theater. Yeah. Oh boy.
What's it like being a kid, a Broadway kid? I mean, I know there's a lot that goes, but you
Bananas.
yeah.
It's great. It's so cool.
What are you like say at karaoke? Like, what if I? Are you fun or are you
Karaoke.
too good? Where I just go, I gotta
theater
leave.
kids are never fun at karaoke because they're like everyone's there to like be drunk and have a good time, but like
Broadway
when
kids.
Broadway kids are like in the bathroom, they're like they're like getting tea beforehand, and they're
You're
like
warming your throat
warming
up?
up, and they're like, I can't blow it, I can't mess this up.
Yeah, and some other girl like, I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world, and you're like, me.
We always like the biggest damper on the night by doing like some like really sad ballad, and it was like, great, who's this guy? Everyone's
Like,
like,
what would you
drinking,
do?
I sang. Oh, there were a good number of them. My first song I ever sang was "Fly Me to the Moon" by Frank Sinatra. That was really fun.
At 9 years old?
At 6 years old at this point, I remember
Wow.
I had a fedora and everything. I did this little hat trick where I did like a flip, and people just loved it.
Yeah, that thing.
But I did. There was one time I sang "Bring Him Home" from Les Mis, which is like a beautiful song, but at karaoke night. Like, read the room.
We
dude.
want Don't Stop Believing.
We want-
yeah.
exactly.
Sweeney Todd, what should people think about going into this?
Oh, I love when people know nothing about a show going in, but what I love about this production specifically is that lovers of this show, lovers of Stephen Sondheim, will absolutely adore it because it's Sweeney bigger than ever. You know what I mean? It's back on Broadway, but it's a huge cast,
Giant production.
26-piece orchestra, wonderful group of people that are just it's at this incredible size that it once was in '79 when it opened, or 1980. It was when it opened originally on Broadway, and we're back to that scale. And to just hear it ring out in the Lunt-Fontaine, which is a beautiful theater, big house, and
Directed by Thomas Kail.
Tommy Kail,
Who
indeed,
did
brilliant.
No big deal. He directed Hamilton.
Just a
yeah,
little-
not a big deal.
Hamilton, yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
people are excited about this. It's
Alex Lacamoire is supervising our music, who is just an
Love Alex
absolute
Lacamoire.
genius.
He is actually a genius.
Absolute genius. Worked on Hamilton with Tommy and Dear Evan Hansen, which I got to work on him with
But
as well.
if you haven't seen the play or know anything about this, I would. How do you describe it as a barber?
Yeah, I think it's quite interesting. The pitch was probably really interesting. It's
Yeah,
like,
how would
let's
you even
do-
ever pitch this?
It's like it's a classic, brilliant, powerful, booming musical that also combines like a slasher comedy. And that's pretty wild to describe, but it's just quintessential Sondheim. When you talk about his best works, this is always talked about as one of the top 3, if not like the show. That's always it's just
a
it's
barber
brilliant.
who murders everyone. If
A
you sit
lot of
down in his
people.
barber chair, he kills you.
It's not even like a spoiler. It's called the Demon Barber of Fleet Street.
Yeah, I'm
like
not-
he's probably not the coolest.
But
doesn't-
then he works with a pie shop
Yes, indeed.
to kind of help dispose of the bodies.
It's fun. It's,
Yeah, it's
you should
fun
go.
for the whole family.
It's great.
Everyone,
They sing
check it out.
songs.
It's going to be so much fun. Opening this weekend. We love you, buddy. Break a leg. Gaten Matarazzo. Sweeney Todd is now playing on Broadway at the Lump on Town Theater. Gaten, welcome back to the show.
so much.
You
Thank
know
you for
I always
having me
love
back.
having you here, bud.
Likewise, I love being here.
I want to get into Stranger Things season 5.
Always.
But before that, Halloween is around the corner.
it is.
And I was wondering, how many people have you seen dressed as Dustin?
Ooh.
How many people
Quite a
are
few.
you for Halloween?
That's fun. A lot of people will show me, if anybody ever has been and I meet them and they tell me, they'll show me a picture, which is always really fun.
Nice.
I've noticed it's mainly grown men.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
it's great. No, I love it.
You do?
It's fun to see. I like it makes me think that there's like the notion that he doesn't change his vibe or style as he gets older, and like in the potential world where you see him, at 50,
Yeah.
he's just like
Still wearing the hat.
still got the backpack.
But now he's got like a.
hasn't shaved.
But now he has a beard, and a beer belly.
Yeah,
but he
yes,
still wears
does.
hats from the
He still
80s.
wears hats from the 80s. I like to think it's new clothes. Who knows?
Yeah. Have you ever dressed up in Halloween as someone else as yourself and hit out a little bit?
Oh, I've had a history of some fun costumes for sure. I've liked to recently wear costumes that conceal my whole face and body so that I can walk around and like
Have fun.
and
Yeah, and go to
because-
parties.
like, yeah.
Yeah, who have you dressed as?
I did. Speaking of the specific thing I started doing, they have the parade through Greenwich. Every
yeah, the
year.
Village?
Yes,
Yeah.
indeed. Is it the Village? Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I was where I was in the West Village, but I was Han Solo in Carbonite, and it was like a big blow up Han Solo in Carbonite, and the only part that was visible was my face, and I had a gray mask to match the Han Solo in Carbonite.
So it's Han Solo in
Yes.
Carbonite.
What it lacked
When he's
in
like-
mobility, it made up for in convenience.
That's good, yeah, because no one knew it was you.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was very large.
large.
And did you have to? Was your hands like this?
The hands were all a part of the costume. So, it was
so your
just
hands could do whatever they want.
They were in like it's one of those those like blow up T-Rex costumes.
Yes.
That were, like there's like the vacuum on the bottom that like blows the air.
Yes, it blows the
into
whole thing
Yeah.
up. So was that the only time that you've dressed as Han Solo?
Not the only time I dressed up as Han Solo.
You dressed up
I
as
dressed
Han
up as
Solo
Han
before?
Solo, not in Carbonite. I think a year later.
Because you wanted people to recognize you as Han Solo?
This was at a Halloween. Bash.
Party, yeah,
Yes,
bash,
indeed.
yeah. That's pretty fun.
It was fun.
You love the Star Wars.
Oh yes, indeed. I love the Star Wars.
You're very. I know you're a voice in Lego Star Wars.
This is true.
That's a dream come true.
It is the absolute dream come true. Thanks. That's very nice. Yeah.
Who do you play again?
I play a young lad named Sig Griebling,
That's right.
and he is a little Lego Star Wars character.
How
And
fun is that?
It is so much fun, especially because the character in the show is a Star Wars fan himself, which it just means that he's like a history buff.
Yeah.
Because he's in the Star Wars universe and he's like obsessed with like Luke Skywalker and the tales of old because it takes place after everything happens, and so he's just like a
It's
history
also
nerd.
Mark Hamill. Is
Yes,
playing,
Mark. We got Mark. I don't know how we did
play
it.
Luke Skywalker in this.
I just first name basis Mark Hamill.
Mark
I've met
Hamill, yeah,
him
I call him-
I don't know my dad. I wish.
Mark.
He's great. He's so
He's
nice.
bragging. No
He's
big
great.
deal.
No big deal. I
Yeah.
can't believe we got him. It was very nice of him to do that for us.
Did you? I was going to ask you. Did you ever get asked to play Chewbacca? Because you kind of do. Well, you do that kind of. You do that purr.
Yes, I do.
You're like, oh, yeah, like you go like.
Try it. That's exactly it.
I can't do it at all.
perfect.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I even the fact that no.
Yes,
How
that
dare you.
is not many people can do this.
But the fact that I haven't done it since like season 2, and every time people ask me, I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore.
Oh, come on.
But now I just did.
That became your kind of signature thing.
Yes, it did. It was Caleb came up with it. Because me and Caleb can
Caleb
both do
McLaughlin,
it.
yeah.
Caleb McLaughlin
We love
plays
him.
Lucas from Stranger Things.
Yeah.
He's a wonderful actor. Yes, we do.
He did it first?
We just did it at each other constantly because we both discovered we could do it. And when you're 13 and like you realize you can do something that others can't, you annoy the crap out of everybody by doing it all the time.
Yeah.
And we did that. And he's like, you should do it for the scene.
No way.
Talking about the pearls. And then it just became the thing.
I'm a big
Kinda
fan
podcast.
of you, and I watch the show.
Thank you.
And now I have kids, and my oldest daughter's into Stranger Things. so
Yay.
I rewatched the whole jam.
This is good. Wait, how old's your daughter?
She's 12.
Does it scare her at all?
A little bit.
Yeah.
But she likes it. She plugs her ears when she's scared, which just makes me laugh.
Same. Me too.
Don't look at it. Don't look. Why are you plugging your ears? Not,
away.
the volume's not going to scare you. This frightening
No, it's
Vecna.
all in the music. Are you kidding? That's half of a jump scare.
Really?
Bah.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
But I know something scary is going to come up. All of a sudden, she's just like, like,
It's like when
you can feel it.
It's like when you don't like food and you plug your nose so you don't have to taste it. as
Taste it.
well.
Yeah, that's right.
Same
Yeah.
thing.
But she loves you, and
That's very
we love
nice
you. I'm
to
like,
hear.
Daddy knows him.
That's, that's adorable.
Yeah,
Oh,
we
that's
love you,
good to
bud.
hear.
So strange. Season 5's coming out. I love you guys, and you've been coming on the show since it's been 10 years.
Just about.
Yeah.
Just like 9 years. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh boy.
When you guys
There's
first
a
came on the
picture.
show. Yeah.
Granted.
Wow.
Now.
Known you for a while. The Duffer Brothers, who are geniuses,
They are.
They confirmed that Eddie Munson will not be returning this season. I was curious if there was anyone from the Upside Down that you would want to bring back, who would it be?
Oh.
And to help you narrow this down, I'm going to show you 8 iconic Stranger Things characters.
Whoa.
2 at a time. You tell me which one that you'd
The
pick.
ones that are no longer with us.
That's correct.
Okay.
Yeah, they're in the Upside Down.
Of course.
And then we're going to narrow it down to 4 characters, and out of that you pick 2, and out of that you pick 1.
A little bracket.
A bracket.
Bracket. I
Ready?
love this.
Ready for the first
This
one?
is great. This is
Yeah.
yeah. Are you kidding?
All right. We have Eddie Munson,
There he is.
and we have Billy.
Oh, Eddie.
Eddie.
Down.
Yeah, Eddie was your friend.
Well, here's my thing. Also, like Billy, assaulted my friends.
That's true.
So,
Yeah. Yeah, but but it wasn't him doing it.
Forget that. I'm just saying.
It wasn't him.
No, even before all that, season 2.
Oh, he was.
He wasn't like the best.
No, he's not the. Yeah, he wasn't the best. But this dude is the best.
dude rocks.
This dude rocks.
Are
I
you
love him
kidding?
so much. All right, Eddie
Yeah.
Munson made the. All right,
This
now
is good.
this is round 2.
Okay,
Papa
Papa. There he
or
is.
Chrissy Cunningham.
Oh, this is good.
I loved
You know
Chrissy
what?
Cunningham. She was great.
I do too.
I wanted more of Chrissy.
I'm always so intrigued by Dr. Brenner, but here's my thing: is that he's the one who kept on. He poked the bear here. He's the one who kept on trying to dig in and get all this started. Without him, I feel like we'd probably be fine. So sorry, dude.
Wow, so
You
it's
reap what
Chrissy
you
Cunningham?
sow. It's Chrissy. We gotta make.
Wow, I love it. Okay, here we go. This is good.
That.
Ooh, this is good.
I love the music. Thank you.
We have
Thank
Dart.
you so much. Oh,
The Demi Dog.
poor
That's
guy.
your yes. But then you
it's a throwback.
have
Does anybody even remember?
Yeah, Muse the
there
cat.
He is.
come on.
Okay, here's my thing. This one is the first one that I actually find to be quite hard.
Okay.
And I know that's controversial because like that one, got that one.
Yes.
Spoilers. But I'm gonna go with Muse because I'm a cat dad myself, and
You are?
Yes, I am indeed. And I
What's
just
the name of your
figured- my cat's name are I have 2. They're named Joan and Jet.
Ah, I love Joan and Jet.
They're great.
All right, last 2 right here. We have Bob Newby. We love Bob, but we also love Barb.
We also love Barb.
Bob
Oh,
or
this
Barb.
is-
This is a toughie.
This is actually a toughie for sure. Both. Now we're getting to territory like neither
We
one
probably
of them.
spent more time with this.
We did spend more time with Bob. I think people forget that. He's in a good chunk of that second
He is.
season. And I thought he was delightful. But Barb, man, it's
This is all gonna make it to the next
this
final
is,
round. So it
this
doesn't-
is okay, this is great. I'm gonna go with Barb.
Okay, there we go. All right, this is
I'm gonna
good.
go with Barb, which actually shocks me.
It did.
I thought I was gonna go with Bob, but I'm not. I didn't.
You changed it right
I
now.
just changed it right then and there.
All right, here we go. So now we're down to 4 people. First
Okay.
matchup, we got
This is tough.
Eddie and Chrissy.
Oh man, see, this is tough.
This is tough.
I should have. Oh man, because now.
You gotta go
Nobody
Eddie.
here deserves the
That's your bros with Eddie.
I know for sure. You know, you're right. Yep, Eddie.
Eddie, you gotta go Eddie. All right.
For me. Yes.
Now you have-
See it?
now it gets
I'm
tough.
Freaking out.
This is Muse the Cat versus Barb. Both beloved.
Like I said, cat dad myself.
Yep.
But this is a human being. I gotta go with.
You gotta go with the artist. You go with the human being.
I feel like I'm gonna go with
me
Barb,
laugh.
if that's okay.
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 We're down to our
This
final
one's
matchup.
tough.
This is tough,
I
right?
feel like this is how it was supposed to go.
And it kind of
The
feels,
two-
yeah, but
two icons, right?
who should come back
should
from
come
the
back?
Upside Down? Eddie Munson, a
come
newer fan favorite.
Yes, yes, yes.
Or Barb,
Or the
the
classic
OG
fan- the
classic
classic
fan
fan
favorite.
favorite. This
Will
is
she ever
perfect.
come back? We love Barb. Went missing in the pool.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I'm gonna go with Eddie.
Eddie Munson should come back. Eddie Munson. Hawkins needs your help this season. Gaten Matarazzo, Stranger Things Season 5, Volume 1, premieres on Netflix November 26th.